Bet in play throughout the Betfred World Snooker Championship. Betfred, proud sponsors of the World Snooker Championship.
So Mark Selby through to a fourth Crucible semi-final, and Mark, comfortable scoreline in the end, but that was never going to be an easy match against Kyren Wilson, especially the confidence and the momentum that he's brought to the end of a great season for him.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an easy match. I think the scoreline probably doesn't really reflect the game. I mean, first session I played well and probably deserved my lead, and that sort of gave me a bit of leeway for the duration of the match. But yesterday morning session against Kyren, I was very, very poor, and to get out 4-all was a godsend really, because he could have easily got back into the match and come out today probably even 8-all.
Much better performance from you at times in that match than we saw against Sam Baird. Feels as though you're peaking at the right time.
Hopefully. I mean, obviously I can't keep struggling and keep getting through matches. That's just not going to happen, especially in the World Championship. So I need to perform better, and I feel as though for a lot of parts of that match I did do. Like I say, the second session it was very, very ropey, but I just showed my true grit and dug in and come out the session 4-all. But overall, first session and last session, I can't really complain.
And you're back in the one table setup. You've been there numerous times before, en route to the title, of course, 2 years ago. It's so different, isn't it, when there's only two players coming out and they're sat on opposite sides of the arena. There's something very special about the semis here.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just this tournament in general, obviously, it is what it is. The World Championship's the pinnacle of our sport, so it doesn't get much better. And as I said, it's a fantastic venue out there on the two-table setup, but it's extra special when you go out there in the one-table setup.
And at the moment, as we're talking, of course, all due respect to Barry Hawkins, he could mount a massive comeback against Marco, but it is looking as though it would be Marco Fu in the semis, and he hasn't been back there for 10 years. It would be an interesting match-up between the two of you.
Yeah, it will do, but I mean, obviously that's not writing Barry off. Barry's more than capable of doing what Marco done to him yesterday and coming back and getting himself back in the match. So who knows? But I mean, if he doesn't do any to Marco, it's going to be a tough game. Every time I've played him, it's always been a tough match, and I'm sure the semi-final will be no different.
There's been a fair bit of banter flying around in the press room. I know you're feeling a little bit more positive about the title after West Brom doing a number with Spurs. So Leicester could win the title during the first session of the final, and then if not, Chelsea could do you a massive favour against Spurs on Monday night. That would be quite some end to the championship.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. I mean, I watched them the other day against Swansea and they played great. I watched a little bit of the Tottenham game against West Brom, and they done us a huge favour, West Brom. So, I mean, it's ours to lose now as such. But yeah, I mean, it'd be fantastic if they achieve winning the Premier League. I mean, just to even get in the Champions League so far is a massive achievement. But to be Premier League champions, having looked where there was last year with 9 games to go, bottom of the league, it's incredible.
Well, you've got to concentrate on your massive sporting task. Well done. You're in the semis again.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.